ナンバー5、5回目。やっちゃおう。前回がちょっとね、なんかもう謎解きがめんどくさすぎた。疲れた。ほんと疲れた。で、今、ドナルドがやったっけ来てるんで、ドナルドと話しようか。まずは観察。いや、もういつも疲れとるやん。クマ、ヒゲ、服。ここにいるかわからないんです。
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Prado, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do.
もう3日連続ですよ。
And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
Have a drink and tell me about this dream.
こいつが人を殺せんわな。
I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her around the throat and I squeeze and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
ミーガンのこと好きじゃないかな。
Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl. But I would never tell her about my dream.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work. 罪悪感ってことかね。
Please go on. Do.
This dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh.
お当たってるほら。ちょっと採用、まあ、誰でもわかるかって。レベルが低いからね。これが。灰色の脳細胞が動かんからね。
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late. And I asked Miss Gray to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
もう終盤に差し掛かってんじゃないこれ。
Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question. Am I right in thinking you said that you did not speak to anyone on the day Sir Carmichael was murdered?
It's the absolute truth.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
いや、中に来るか？
Can you describe him to me?
Medium size, glasses, dark suit, and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident, but he wasn't.
You did not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin could not go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man, and he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston. Are you planning on going back to collect them?
No. I prefer not to carry the weight of the
かっこいいな。
past.
過去にはすがりませんか
I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd asked you?
How dare you ask such a question? Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
Thank you, mademoiselle. I will not keep you any longer.
I met Thora Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I accuse her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
小さな。ソーラは、カーマイケル卿が生きていたら結構か。ソーラはフランクリンのこと好きなの？どうだろう？どれだろう？あ、ダメだ。どうだ？こうかな。違うか。ソーラ・グレイの供述ってソーラーは魅力的な女性だ。違う？違う？ 違う。おいと。
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir
結婚したがっと
Carmichael
ったの？
refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
はあはあはあ。
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
I see. You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
あんた聞いた。小さな脳細胞すら動かへんのに。殺人事件に共通点はこれか？ああ、ストッキングだね。ストッキングだ。
It's perfectly clear, Hastings. Perfectly clear. Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover, Bexhill, and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest, Job.
あ、電話ね。いたずら電話ね。
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
言い方がいいね。狩りを始めます。あ、来たね。D が。
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
契約があるんです。誰かとほんな契約しとんのかな。今度エビ殺人事件さ、本で読んだしさ、ポアロのドラマで見たはずだけど、全然覚え出さへん。
And why don't you go and get it
犯
yourself?
人がどうとか。
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
それ女の子のなんだっけことで怒ってんでしょ。綺麗な女性に弱いから。
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
ティペラリーだっ
We've a
て。
long way to go still.
T だからな。
Library? No, that comes later.
ドンカスターで事件が起こるって。
Next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long. ABC. I should compare this letter with the one on my desk which I
出
received.
た。出たね。もういいか、もう調べん。英語ポイントがさ、ようわからんからな。あれ始めると思ったけど違うかった。来た来た。ここだった。机やった。
Let us examine this more closely. Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Yes, this I is weird. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
W?
The W is not...
これはもうずっと一緒やね。
Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. Of course, the W characters in the two... I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory. Yes, the A... Right. Let us compare this with... That's right. The A characters in the two... My theory was right.
もうこれ毎回これやってんだけど。
Hastings, he strikes tomorrow. Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster.
ABC の暗号が起こる。
Very well, sir.
Yeah, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
どこで解読するの？
So, how are you getting on?
どこですんだ？これか。
Now, down to work. What of this needs putting in order a little?
来たよ、パズル来た。あだ、角っぽいのを溶けていきましょうか。置かれんのこれ。これか。
またぼ近いか。
ぼっち。寂しくないもん。悲しくないもん。
虚しくないのかね。
虚しくないもん。
It's so simple.
泣いてなんかないわ。
This page is finished. That's done. 3 more to go.
泣いてなんかいないわ。
それだったら集合エングとかレインボー6シージの方が多くない？
これを動画として残したいだけで。別にええねんで、人が混んでも。そこまで。ぼっちで別にいいんだぜ。これでさ、お金稼ごうとしとるわけじゃないし。
This page will be reconstructed in a flash.
悲しいこと言うなよ。
ずっとぼっちでいいんだよ。あ、びっくりした。消えた。持った瞬間消えたからびっくりした。
This page is Child's Play. This page is finished.
再生回数が1万以上いったら広告つけれんだって。それを目標にやろうか。広告いらんやん。でも広告なんて広告なんていらないでしょ。ここでしょ。これ
This page is finished.
よ。
All the pages are reconstructed.
ドン勝ちした。
A dry cloth.
8位やった。
A bottle of solvent.
どうすんねんこれ。8位じゃダメなんですよ。分かってます？
All the pages are reconstructed.
微妙。
8位じゃダメなんですよ。ちょっと違うねんって。これ邪魔やねんって。
A bottle of solvent.
これをどうしたらいいかが分からん。ぶっかける。ぶっかけ。
A dry cloth.
これを
A bottle of solvent.
あ、いった。やっといったわ。何よこれ。
The cloth is now soaked with solvent. Got it! Make a note, Hastings. Make a note. Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover.
気管
Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
角血
I got it. Look,
痰
Poirot, where on earth did you find these
痰
files?
血
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at campsite.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
あそこの書類からでしょ。
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover.
気管炎
Tracheitis, hemoptysis,
胆血、出血を伴う慢性的な咳処方、アヘンチギンキ入り、咳止め。ああ、飲んどったね、そういえば。発声症。タバコ吸ってるからじゃんけ。
Alexander Bonaparte Cust, who are wounded, most of gas and head trauma, pulmonary emphysema, hemoptysis, coughing fits with blood, suffers from absences and amnesia. Dick Dudley Dunbar,
ディ
owner
ッ
of
ク・
the
ダ
Black
ッドリー・ドンバー、ドン
Swan
カーさん。こいつやん、今度は。
asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition.
これ犯人のやつやろ。
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work. The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt, they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the two victims appear on them? And who are the two other patients?
These are very good questions. Royal Mathematical and Statistical Societies. It's highly probable that the alphabet murderer will kill it. Yes, and it is easy, as soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities, and on the one hand,
簡単に言うと
the
結
ratio
構多
of
いやろ。
towns,
D
cities,
が始
and
まる。
villages in England. After this initial calculation, go to the last page to find our results and it. Daily Blag, August 31, 1935.
何度もして。
Sometimes small things trouble great men. Hastings,
ヘスティング
3
スが。
mornings in a row, confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing. This apparently casual event has greatly disturbed my friend, to the point it breaks his concentration.
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They...
ジャップケープからがね。
Hello, Poirot.
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust. How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
どれやったっけ？ホテルでいいんかな？
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
勇気づけ
Do
よ。
your best, Jap.
You can count on me.
ごめんなさい。
Hastings, everything is at stake. With a little luck, our main suspect will soon be under lock and key.
大いたずらでも。
So has Cust been arrested?
Yes, the Doncaster police are sending him by train.
That is good news. But why so gloomy, Chief Inspector?
Well, when I told the hotel owner that he was sheltering a murderer, he collapsed.
He's dead?
No, fortunately, but it has taken its toll on him. It has to be said that with his name starting with the letter D, he had every reason to fear Cust. I bet he was going to be the next victim.
どうしよう。
Come now, Chief Inspector. He's at the hospital and the doctors are taking good care of him.
You think so?
Of course. Do not feel down, Chief Inspector. Let us focus on our investigation.
While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt.
OK。
Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our #1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you were so nervous and bad-tempered.
なんや、歯医
A
者か。
visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
やったヘイスティングス。不機嫌になっちゃうじゃん。
To Marbury Guest House, please.
あ歯医者に向かってる。マーベリーゲストハウスに行く。ここじゃ。いや、その英語ポイントを獲得したら何になるの？ハンドル風口ひげ。
How do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Jack told me that you might be coming.
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
I think you might even be interviewed. You are a key witness.
これはおだてたら
I've
や
suspected
ね。
him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. As you can imagine, when I saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
One moment, please. How did you know that Cust had underlined Doncaster in his railway guide?
I went and had a look in his room.
I see. Do you make a habit of searching through your lodger's belongings?
Well, what are you going to do later? I bet you're going to poke around his room too.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
He's rather queer. He talks to himself. He has a bad cough because of the war, he says. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
ふむふむ。
Where were the stains on the shirt?
Can't recall.
Cust used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Yes, although he was unwell on trains.
Do you know where Cust was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No idea.
7月25日。
Register.
It won't do
おかん
you
の
much
誕生
good.
日。
Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. I remember one thing. Bexer's by the sea, right?
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churchton. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Take the key on the counter.
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury may have been hiding something from me.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
今のでわかんない。わからん。全然わかんないんだけど。わかんないんだけど。全然わかんないんだけど。
I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
あ、なんの
？This woman appears to be in bad mood.
気分悪いかな。めっちゃノリノリで顔向きよけど。拒絶の姿勢。ぎこちない動き。ああ、そういうことなのね。
Right. Is that all? When are you leaving?
Mrs. Marbury is taking out her bad mood on the evening meal's potato.
じゃがいもでストレス発散。
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder. Room 306 is Cuff's room. Can you explain yourself?
If I did, it was because Mr. Cust wasn't here. What about it?
It doesn't matter, provided that you remember to change the sheets.
Of course I changed them. I keep a nice clean establishment, I'll have you know.
It looks like I've found the real master of this house.
いやー、暇ではなかった。
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
Don't forget to return the key.
Mrs. Marbury is taking out her bad mood on the evening meal's potato.
じゃがいもでストレス発散。さあ、行こう行こう。詐欺を追求した方が良かったかな。あ、パンツ。
Most probably the basting dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands.
熟練の技。
All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churchton murder onwards. Nothing before that date. The Bexhill Daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder. Trousers, white shirts, everything has been washed very well. ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
ほんまやな。めちゃくちゃいっぱいあるな。なくなっとるの？
ABC guys, enough to sign about it. It's closed. It's closed.
開けるでしょ。
ABC guys.
開けるやつがない。ヒゲチェック終わり。血がついとる。
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there.
喉のお薬ちゃうの
Laudanum Cameron's Chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. The subject would probably be useful.
パクったよ。あ、変チンキパクっちゃった。
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful
鎮静
sedative.
剤です。
The subject would probably...
また薬パクったよ。
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
あ、コートこれちゃった。ここでビヨンってなったけど。
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
カストと同じだわ。タイプライターあるじゃん。
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon.
でも血
The
ついてる
subject
ね
would。probably...
またパクった。部屋からパクりすぎやで。あ、そうや、ナイフさっきので切れんじゃない？
It's an ABC. John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes. Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning? I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it? Something is blocking the ribbon. The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it. The left-hand heel has been removed. The right-hand heel has been removed.
よし、始めよう。で、これでどうするべ？
Something is blocking the ribbon. And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
Hmm? 何すんの？
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
まだあんの？何すんの？And here is the ribbon. Let us see. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let... 何するか分からん。何回取るよ。
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard. And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC. I only need the ink ribbon for my...
何個取るように。
All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
いけた。ようわからん。
Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury. Cust is
ここ。
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string. Stockings. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work. The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th. No use continuing the inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see. Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
I look forward to seeing you again, Mr. Poirot.
Ah, Chief Inspector. I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me,
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3
探れるんじゃない？いろいろ。
No more need to cons-
あ、もういいの。
I had best talk to Job.
I've listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
うん。ステージに新聞持ってる。行き先。血を浴びてた。有罪って出た。
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes, yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can you talk to him?
カストが犯人じゃないんだね。
To us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may have done the murders in an altered state.
A familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall remember that.
Right. I'll go and examine the suspect's room.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
All right. じゃあここから次行きますかな。はい、それでは一回ここで切ります。お疲れ様でした。